into BFMI and also working with Michael, they asked me to be a part of them.
Okay.
So they noticed like my work ethic online, and also at that time I was dealing with like music producer Steve Bricks. He's from New Bedford, Mass. I'm currently still working with Steve Bricks as his booking agent as well. So if anyone needs music production, not only beats, because there's a difference between a beat maker and a producer.
Yes.
A lot of people don't know
We
about.
found that out. Yep. If you guys are watching Boss Lady News, you found that out.
So they noticed my work ethic, so I was brought in to BFMI. So I noticed who he was, and also to Dub Zero, because Dub Zero at that time, I was following him. He opened up for Akon in 2010 in the Caver Islands. So, I mean, a lot of them, some of them has to go through that artist development. Basically, sometimes you may think you know it all, but you really don't. So you have to take critical criticism.
And you got to be willing to take it with,
Right.
not with a grain of salt, but be willing to take it.
Right.
Also.
So, I mean, it's a lot of practice. Practice makes perfect.
Yeah.
So you have to like go like I suggest, go to all the open mics. That's your platform. So you may get the highs, you may get the lows, you may make mistakes, but why not?
And do it, yeah.
And just do it.
And you get them ready for that. That's what's really cool. The music entertainment industry and the cities should really focus on what's going on with kids, with the adults, and with programs that can maybe bring those two things together. I had Toya Tiffany, Miss Toya Tiffany from the radio station on, and she actually is also a teacher over at Bunker Hill Community College.
Right.
So bringing in, you know, the music entertainment industry and bringing in education, that was really cool to have found out. And I know that she's really focused on making sure that the kids are learning certain things, especially when they do want to become artists. And, you know, one of these kids might start working with you.
Right, because a lot of the youth, they think that it's all about, okay, I can be a singer or I can be a rapper. There's so much that goes into it. You can be songwriting, you get to make more, there's more money in it than being an upfront artist or things of that nature. And also music production, managing. It's a male-dominated field, so I'm ready to break those walls down.
Yeah, and we got to get you an intern.
Yes.
Yeah, there's quite a few young ladies out there that would be very interested in knowing, you know, the business behind the music industry. And, you know, even a program built around that, that might be really interesting. And speaking of education and music industry, of course, I brought up Miley Cyrus on my last show. But, you know, unfortunately right now, young ladies are out there being kicked out of school, being restricted from, you told me a few young ladies couldn't walk for their graduation because of twerk music and the fact that young ladies are out there twerking. So, what do you think is going to happen with the music industry? It's really starting to take a toll on real music.
Right. Because I actually was like asked this a couple of nights ago where the music industry is going to go. It's going to go all digital, like in the computer world.
Yeah.
You're not going to find any more CDs. At all. Everything's gonna be digital. So that's where it's heading, and all these record labels is declining, and it's gonna be one big empire, but it's gonna be digital.
Yeah.
So you're not gonna find anything else. So that's
kind of
where
like Dora, kind of like iRadio.
Yeah,
all
that's
those
where
things.
That's where it's starting to right now, but in a couple more years, that's what it's gonna be.
And maybe that might be better because there won't be so many videos and we won't be watching them twerk out there.
No, there's still going to be music videos,
Oh, no.
but that's never going to go away.
So how can people get in touch with you?
They can get in touch with me on Facebook, Sandra Lobo. Too Much. Also on Twitter, Sandra Too Much Production. Too Much Production is my event planning company with my business partner, Gregory Bell. So I do event planning as well.
I got a chance to meet Gregory at your birthday party,
Yes.
right? Production company. We didn't even touch base on that. Or
So I do event planning.
event planning.
Yes.
Tell me about this.
Well, pretty much I met Gregory back in 2009 at a networking event. I was coming from New Bedford to Boston because I wanted to see a gap because people from Boston talks about people from New Bedford. New Bedford talks about people in Boston. So I wanted to close a gap between those cities from New Bedford to Boston. So I was coming up here a lot. I'm still continuing to do so. So basically, we started on the club scenes to get our names out. Recently, I was like, okay, club scenes are not for me. I'm more into event planning and also concerts. So that's what I do. It's more of event planning, from birthdays to weddings to sweet 16s to children's events to organizations, fundraisers.
Oh, nice.
And things of that nature.
Okay.
So, yeah.
What is the most recent one that you've worked on?
The most recently, it was beginning of this year on a fashion coming out party.
Okay.
Was at the Boston Winery.
Okay.
One of my friends, her name is Angelina. She actually goes by Casa de Angelina. She's actually having an event September 28th at the Boston Winery during Fashion Week.
Oh.
So everyone's invited.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah.
We love fashion, right, Gloria?
Yes. And also another one is one of my friends. Her name is Fox, and her mom, Miss S.C. They're having an event in October, the Single Ladies Cafe. They have their show. It's called the Single Ladies Cafe. They're having a pop-up shop at Twin Rivers, and they're having...
Oh, so you'll be able to buy stuff also.
Right.
Nice.
So basically, the Single Ladies Cafe is... hopefully they'll come on your show. They'll speak more about that than I can. They're having Drea Kelly, that's on the Hollywood X's, Beyond the
nice.
Piano.
Okay.
And also Melissa from Hot 96. Going to be on the panel as well. So that's October 13th in Twin
Nice.
Rivers. That's on a Sunday.
I know that you're very much into a lot of stuff, and I still have a couple more questions that I'm going to have to follow up with you. We're going to have you back on the
Yes.
show later on. And thank you.
Yes, thank you. Yes. Okay.
I used to tell my kids,